Hello, I'm an English major at York University in Canada, and this video is just to brief you about the things that you need to be aware, especially in the writing realm. So basically, I'm gonna cover MLA, writing centers, and just in general, writings and essays in university and college. So here, the norm is that in high school, when we are young, when you're in high school, in English classes, they're actually taught the proper MLA citation method. So what is MLA? MLA is basically a citation format. So when you write research papers, essays, or anything at all, you need to cite all the research that you have done. Let's say you're quoting a writer, you need to cite the quotation, you need to cite what that information is from and who is it by, which book is it by, which author is it by. So MLA is just a format that is universally known and is accepted, and you need to know it, how to cite in the MLA format. So here in high schools, you're taught that before you come to a college or university. So they expect you to be aware of how to cite and how to use MLA formats. So because in university high school, we are not taught that. Depending on the high school, obviously. So maybe you've learned it, good for you. Maybe you've learned it from your tutors. Maybe you've learned outside. Maybe extra classes. Good for you. But if you have not, and you are coming abroad to study, maybe in Canada, maybe in other country, be aware that you would need to know MLA. Nobody's gonna teach you that because they will assume that you already know that. So for getting to familiarize with MLA, you can look at the latest books, right? So MLA has different editions. The newest edition is the MLA 9th edition, which came out in 2021. So always be familiar with the latest edition, right? So you can go take the book. So this is the MLA Handbook 9th edition, right? So you can look through it, get familiar with it. Otherwise, you can just go to a website. So the website that I kind of really recommend, because I got to know that from here, that people really use it here and that they trust it, is the Purdue site. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. So it's spelled PURDUR, something like that. And you can just search it up like MLA citation, how to MLA cite. It's certain to pop up, right? So just go there and search, like just know how to cite, be familiar with it. Maybe even write a demo essay and just cite everything that you have learned from the MLA, like just cite like a demo essay paper, like a demo thing, so that you kind of know how to cite things, because citation is very important when you're coming and you are writing tons of essays or maybe research papers or whatever your course needs or requires you to do, right? Because if you do not cite properly, then it will go under copying or using others' material, intelligent material, without their permission or without proper citation or plagiarism, right? And you do not want that at all on your record. So make sure that you know the MLA formatting and you know how to cite in MLA format, because they will expect you, the university, the teachers, the professors will expect you to know how to cite in MLA formatting. The next thing that I want to talk about is writing centers. So depending on again which university you are in, but usually most of them have a writing center. So writing centers basically where students get connected with professors or maybe mature students so that they can help you with your writing assignment. So not really the assignment. They will not tell you the answers obviously, but they will help you write it. So maybe the grammar, maybe you don't know how to go about it, maybe you don't know how to paragraph, maybe you don't know how to write introduction paragraphs, maybe you don't know, maybe you're confused about a certain grammar rule, right? So they will help you write, all right? So they will help you with the assignments, they will help you with the writing. So take advantage of that. It's free of cost. You can just go right now because of the COVID, it's online. So that is just so convenient. Like just go book an appointment with the professor that you like and then just open up your laptop and then go through your assignments, go through the writing part. They will help you free of cost. And that is just so helpful, right? The next is, it's very minute, but I feel like you need to know that grammar is important. Yes, obviously it depends kind of on the degree of what your course is. Like, for example, if you're English major, obviously grammar is going to be a major thing. But it doesn't matter that if you're in the other courses that grammar is gonna be like null and void, because it is a part of your writing assignment. It is a part of the language that you're writing in, right? So just be sure that grammar is kind of important. Just be familiar with it. Don't totally throw away everything that you have learned in high school or basic grammar, right? Just be aware of that. One of my professors like to say that if we do not know how to write properly, we do not know how to think, because writing essentially is channeling our thoughts. So if we don't know how to write properly, we don't really know how to think either. So just be sure that you know the MLA citation format. You take advantage of the writing centers, right? Don't be shy. Take advantage of the writing centers. Know the MLA formatting. Know grammar is important. Be prepared to write essays. And the fifth one, know how to write good emails, right? So I'm not talking about like overly professional emails, right? But maybe a nice polite email that you can send out to your professor. Because if you want to do good in a course, you need to have really good communication with your professor or other students, obviously, but majorly your professor. Let's say you get stuck on assignment and it's due. What do? Best thing is to just go email and professor, ask them. Maybe you're stuck at something. Maybe you don't know when it's due. Maybe you have some confusions about it. Know how to email your professor properly. If you know how to write a proper email, you won't be shy or you won't be scared to send it out to the professor. Obviously, be respectful. Be aware that they will not reply to you immediately. They have tons of work, but just know that just be aware how to write a proper email, how to communicate with your professor or your higher ups. So know the MLA, take advantage of the writing centers, know that grammar is important, and obviously know how to communicate with your professors. And that's all about it. And also, yeah, you're just gonna be expected to know the MLA citation format, because here in high schools, when we're young, they're taught how to do the MLA citation. In India, we're not really taught to do that in high school, but obviously you can learn. It's not that hard, right? You don't have to memorize anything at all. You just need to know how to do it. You can obviously have your like handbook with you when if you're stuck, you don't know how to, you don't have to memorize it. You can obviously go online and check how to cite something. Just be familiar with it. Just know how to do it. Just have it handy, right? And that's about it. Have a good day.